Hey, good evening. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Spotty-in-Chief David Reimer. Friday evening, 21st of February, 2025. Just want to go over quickly what the possibilities are for tonight. Not necessarily the guaranteed expectations, but something we're monitoring that is about a 50-50 shot of happening. 50% chance it might, 50% chance it might not, but we'll give you that information. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model for tonight into Saturday morning. We're expecting an uptick in scattered showers across the Rio Grande Valley, the Rio Grande Plains, South Texas, the Coastal Bend, the Coastal Plains, South Central Texas, into the Brazos Valley, Southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, maybe into parts of the Piney Woods of East Texas, especially as we get into the post-sunrise hours Saturday morning. Now, a majority of these areas are going to be above freezing where we see precipitation tonight, so we're not worried about ice, bridge issues, etc. An exception may be portions of south central Texas, the hill country, maybe even portions of the Brazos Valley, where temperatures tonight are going to be dropping to or below freezing. As that occurs, the northern edge of this precipitation shield may encroach on those areas, resulting in very light freezing drizzle or even light freezing rain. Again, there's about a 50% shot this happens. There's a 50% shot that the low levels are going to be too dry to support precipitation, and it's just going to stay dry. But if we do end up having the ice essentially develop, it's going to be very light. We're not expecting an ice storm. We're not expecting widespread travel disruptions. We are going to be monitoring for a few slick spots on bridges, overpasses, and maybe a few untreated roads. Again, freezing drizzle is a mighty fickle thing to deal with and doesn't show up on weather radar, but can cause impacts, especially black ice forming on elevated exposed objects. So we're going to need to watch for this possibility carefully. It's not a guarantee, but just understand if it's below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, and you have little droplets of water on your windshield while you're out driving, that is freezing drizzle, and that could put a thin layer of ice down on some objects. The threat is going to decrease and end by mid-morning Saturday as temperatures rise above freezing. Here's tomorrow's high temperature forecast. Again, the entire state will be above freezing. We're expecting temperatures in the 40s across, well, southeastern half of the state, eastern half of Texas, western half of Texas, where we're not going to really have much cloud cover or rain chances. It's going to be warmer. Highs back up into the 50s, near 60 in Amarillo and Pampa. Will be 64 in El Paso, 63 in Marfa, 60 in Alpine. As we go into Sunday, the entire state sees a significant warm-up. Highs in the low to mid-50s eastern quarter of the state. Western 75% of Texas, highs in the 60s and 70s. And finally, by Monday, any indications that we're in late February or winter will be gone. We're going to be in the 70s and 80s statewide, and that's going to be a majority of the upcoming week as we see precipitation exit Texas Sunday morning, and then it's dry for probably a good 5 to 6 days. We will have the opportunity for some heavier showers, maybe a few storms in southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, and the Piney Woods of East Texas going into Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, before that activity shifts east of Texas into Louisiana. Severe thunderstorms are not expected, but we may see some locally heavy rainfall that could produce isolated splotches of flooding. That's it. That's going to be the update. We'll be back if we have any issues with the ice develop. Hopefully we don't. As always, you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, daily Texas weather roundups, and more in the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps for your device. Y'all have a great Friday evening. As always, God bless.